What's up, everybody? Thank you for stopping by my channel today. My name is Daryl and we are back on the closet built-in project today. In the last video we made this base that the top units will sit on, and we are going to start making the actual drawer unit today. So we'll make it out of this plywood that I have here, and we'll make it to the dimensions I have here, which are 39 3/4 of an inch wide by 33 3/8 inch deep. So I'll cut up and make the bottom for the drawer unit today that'll sit on top of this directly, and then the top of the drawer unit. Let's get started. Whenever I'm going to make something out of plywood, I always want to make sure that I put a new straight edge on my plywood. When you get at the store, they're not really always that straight, or they could be beat up from just handling damage and such. So I like to put a nice straight edge on the long side and also one on the short side. So let's break out the track saw and we'll put some straight edges on our plywood. Once we have our reference edges cut and the edges of our plywood squared up to each other, we can begin to lay out for the bottom of our drawer cabinet. So I'm going to mark an R on this end here and one over here, just to let me know that this is my reference side that I'm working off of. So all measurements go from the reference edges, and we'll lay that out. So we'll go back and look at what we need to cut, and I'll lay it out with a pencil, and then we'll use our track saw to make that first cut. Alright, we got the plywood cut to the rough depth that we're going to need. So as you remember, that was 33 1/8 deep. So now we got to cut it for the width. So we need to have 39 3/4 inches, and I have that dialed into the table saw right now. And we're going to turn the camera around and I will make that cut on both of these, and then we'll have our bottom of our drawer unit and the top cut to the finished length. And after I do that, then I will make some dado cuts on here on both of these, and we'll saw up the sides. With both our top and bottom panels cut to final width and depth, we will now move to the next step, which is to put some rabbets on both the sides here and in the back to accept our sides. So our sides will sit in a dado like this, and I will glue and screw those in once I am ready to assemble. So let's start by setting up the table saw with a dado blade, and we'll put these rabbets in the top and bottom panels. We've made our first pass with the dado stack, and now we're going to set our board up here, and you can see that we're just a little too thin on that dado, so we need to make it a little bit wider. So I've set the fence back up again, and we'll make another pass with these boards, and we'll check it and make sure that our dado is wide enough to accept these boards. So let's do that right now. Okay, we made our second pass with the table saw, and now you can see how our sides will just fit right into this rabbet. And there you go. So we got the rabbet on all three sides, not in the front. And now we are ready to make our sides. I've got my plywood here squared up, and I got my track saw set to make a cut for 32 3/4 inches. And that's from that edge to the cut line. That takes into account our 3/8 inch rabbets that we put on the top and bottom panels, and it also takes into account our 3 inches for our base height. So we want an overall height of 35 inches, but we've taken and made it this panel a little taller to take into account for those 3/8 3/8 inch rabbets, and then the 3-inch height on our base. So we're making our cut here at 32 3/4 inch from that edge to the cut line. So let's go ahead and do that, and we'll have to make 3 cuts in this plywood to make 3 pieces, the 2 side pieces and the back piece, and then we'll cut them to the proper lengths. Okay, we got our sides cut to the proper height. Now we need to cut them to the final final length. So I'll take my tape and I'll place it down here at the edge of the rabbet and measure to the front of the cabinet bottom, and I get a measurement of 32 5/8. So I will set the saw up to make a cut at 32 5/8. And then we will have both sides cut to the final height and the final length or depth. And then we'll need to cut a back panel for that. But I don't have enough plywood, so I will have to get another sheet of plywood to make the back panel. So let's go over to the table saw and we'll make these 2 cuts. Alright, we got a lot done today. I got the top and bottom boards milled. I got the sides milled. I'll have to go pick up a sheet of plywood to do the back and to do the dust panels. And then we're ready to put this section together, this bottom part. And the next time maybe we'll finish this up, and then the video after that we'll glue it up, and we will put it on the base and go from there. So I'll have the top section to build yet. So I'm really kind of excited about it. It's looking pretty good so far. We'll get the lumber and we'll move on from there. Thanks for being here today, and please like and subscribe to my channel if you like this content. I would appreciate it very much if you give me a thumbs up. That's nice too. I just want to say thank you for being here. Hello everyone, my name is Daryl. Thank you for stopping by my channel today. We are back on the closet built-in project, and oh my god, come on. Okay, we've made our first pass with the dado blade, and you can see we're not quite wide enough on our dado.